Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Snake's Revenge. So, last we left off, we've beaten, well, what technically might even be considered the next to last boss in the game. I'm pretty sure anyway, unless I'm very much mistaken, we only have one more boss to actually fight, and that'll be the final one. However, the buildings up ahead are, let's just say the buildings up ahead are going to be a test. In a couple of ways. If we needed another piñata, this is not a bad spot to get one. I mean, right here mainly. You just gotta go back and forth here and get a piñata, but we won't need one yet. We might need one eventually, but not quite yet. I'm going to kind of do as much as I can to not draw any attention to myself. And that door up there, we will want to go into eventually, but right now, I don't think it does us any good. No, wait, it's the one down below that doesn't do us any good. That one we need to get into. Because we can restock up on truth gas. I'm gonna grab 5 because I think our maximum is 5. Yeah, maximum is 5. I wish it wasn't, but sadly. Sadly, the case is that maximum is 5. Okay, gotcha. Also, if you get detected in this building or the next couple, it's gonna be a dogfight that will probably burn through a goddamn ration. And we don't want that to happen. Okay, I don't want that to happen. Also, gotta be quick to get around so that the camera doesn't see us there. Because these won't shoot anything at us, these will just alert the entire base. Luckily, they do not go all the way across to the center. And now we can get the infrared goggles. That's something I've always wondered. Nope, infrared goggles do not help. Infrared goggles, the goggles, they do nothing. Hopefully we will be able to continue this oh, who am I kidding? We're not going to be anywhere near this successful throughout the entire game. This first building is just fairly easy to get through. As long as you can avoid getting detected at one very particular spot. However, here, if you did not grab the infrared goggles, or you didn't think to use them here, we're going to see some lasers. There are two things about these lasers. They're always moving and always there, even if you can't see them, much like hidden walls or weak walls. And 2, it's always better to go through a laser sideways than up and down, because you are much taller than you are wide, and you got to clear quite a bit of you. I don't know exactly where the hitbox is for Snake when he's going by these, but I know it can even clip through part of your leading arm there and not trip the sensor. But, yeah, you gotta get right, through the sensor, right through the laser. So with this, you want to creep as close as you can, and then you almost have to time these. There's not a lot of, you have like no room for error with the up and down. Side to side, you've got quite a bit of leeway. It's still not a ton, but it is some. Cable car. So now that we've gotten to the first building, we need to ride the cable car. And we are about to be in... Yeah, here we go. Enemy soldiers are going to pop up in those windows. If you're standing directly above them, they will spot you, start an alert, and you'll have to fight up here on the cable car with some flying enemies. So, but they give you a couple of blind spots to where you do not have to do that. Now, we need to remember that if we took that cable car back, it would take us back towards the building we were just at. Obviously, there's nothing left for us there. Or if there was something left for us there, we can still get back. This might be the first time in the game that you can get back to an area you just left. Because we can still get back to that second campground, but we can't go any further backward than that. But this other cable car here will take us to the next building. But we're not ready for that. We have more of this to do. This is still slightly nerve-wracking, as it is meant to be, I guess. Still, in all my test plays, I haven't really gotten caught by the lasers. Except for this one. This little group right here, where you have to time 2... Oh, thank God. There is some grace period there, I guess. Either way, we have to go up. That one has a longer grace period because of the longer swing pattern. Now, building 3. This one is going to be kind of annoying because there are going to be 2 dudes like right at the start of this place. And if either one of them sees us, it triggers an alarm. And they turn randomly. So if either one of them... And we've got to come back in this room, which makes it even better. But the thing about coming back in this room, if I trigger an alarm right there, we can just get into the elevator and cancel it out. So you don't have to fight through that alarm as well. Over. Coming over to this side. These are not bright guards. I don't think they were hired for their outstanding intellect. Maybe they were cloned. I don't know. Either way, we got a guy we need to truth gas here. Fair enough. I went the wrong way. How do you not see me? How did I not get caught? I don't know how I didn't get caught there, and I'm somewhat amazed. Also, these guys are another pinata waiting to happen. I will probably get caught on the way out. Actual prisoner. Eventually, this will raise our rank. I believe there is a 5th star we can get here. Now, if we pay close enough attention, we can zot him. Just need to be careful. Kill him. And then we have a new item over here. Well, two new items, but one's kind of a copy. We find keycard 6. Keycard 5 is still out there. And then antidote. Now, we didn't get to show it off during the first game, not at all. But the antidote is used to cure, like, venom, you know, like from the scorpions that were in the first game that we barely looked at. So, by getting antidote here, you can guess there are going to be snakes, or there are going to be scorpions, or there's going to be some type of venomous / poisonous thing we have to deal with. However, this is your only spot to find antidote in the entire game. Right now, we can carry 12 of them. So we are going to have to go ahead, and thankfully, I don't need a pinata right now. Or, don't need a pinata, so I don't need to go down there and beat anybody's head in. Grab at least 6 more. I probably lost count just because I was talking earlier. Very good, 12 antidotes. And we've got pretty much everything we could hope to grab in this area. Now we've just got to get back out of this building. Luckily, we don't have to worry too much about it from this pair right here. If we do get caught here, we can just leave. We'll probably take a little damage, but compared to how this usually works, they'd have made that much scarier if they locked the elevator doors on you. But the troops are not going to follow us on this elevator. And now that we've got what we came for here, it is time to go ahead and do the thing I least want to do. Go through the horizontal beams. Thankfully, I can avoid the horizontal beams and just deal with the vertical ones. Even though the timing is tighter on them, it still feels a lot looser. And now we want to wait for this cable car. We will start our ride. And once again, the troops are going to look up through the windows in our direction. So we're going to get on the front of this thing. And we've got to ride at least one more cable car before we're done with this little area. But we have one more building to go look through. This looks very similar, doesn't it? Don't be afraid to get up as close as you can to these beams. Only thing it'll do is send them an alert, but if you really don't want the alert, do what you can. Thankfully, no horizontal beams. So that means on the way out, we don't have to deal with horizontal beams. Now, in this building, let's see what I got. I built up my gas, I got the goggles, I got the antidote, I got the other key card. There's one more item left to get inside this building. And a prisoner. And then we can move on to what would be the final... Let me reset this room. Unfortunately, he's trickier to hit than most. He's not. And then we can just ignore him. Sadly, he doesn't want to come up and play. And I could just knife the dude, and this dude I will knife. Because he comes down far enough that I'm not afraid of him turning to see me, even though I miss his face with the goddamn knife by inches and it doesn't alert. I don't want that explained to me. I just don't care that much. I'll take the win. And unfortunately, this poor prisoner here doesn't actually know what's going on. He's just a captive. And you can try using tooth gas on him, it doesn't even activate. He actually is a prisoner who doesn't know what the hell's going on. And surprisingly enough, these hallways right here that we're about to go through to finish out this little area, surprisingly easy to deal with. Very surprisingly easy to deal with these enemies. Going the other way might be a tad more difficult, but if you went this way... I think it's card 4. Yeah. We can now pick up the antenna. So now, if they tried to jam our communicator at any point in time, we don't have to deal with it. And now, by taking this door to the south, we will end up in the first room in this building. Which means that we can just walk out here. And before I call this a video, I have a surprisingly low amount of alerts to these 3 buildings. I usually don't get through these buildings that cleanly. Which means that I'm going to trip every laser over here that happens. Yep! Yep, tripped a laser. I spoke way too soon. Almost had a really clean run through these buildings, too. I'm kind of sad about that, because now I'm out of pinatas in this area. And I'll have to find a pinata in the next building. We just need to wait for a cable car over here. That's kind of sad. I almost had a really clean run, damn it. Got through to choosing 3 bullets and no rations. Almost forgot to move forward so I wasn't seen, even if my elbow was dubiously hanging over the window over there. And no, I mean, you can memorize the pattern of those soldiers that pop up so you know where and where not to stand. But, eh. But that's all for now. So, when we return, we got ourselves a new building to explore. But until then, take care, everyone.